very good morning to you wherever you are watching us from. This is Wake Up News on Globe TV. I am Brighter. So let's begin with our top stories. And coming up in the 40 minutes belt, President Akufo-Addo has appointed Herbert Cropper as the Substantive Minister for Energy effective Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. Still at the presidency, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has also commissioned the new headquarters of the Bank of Ghana in Accra. And later on the election courts, NDC and NPP continues to bite each other as the NPP responded to the allegations of the opposition NDC after the party accused the NPP of a plot to rig the upcoming December elections. And later on the international front, Uganda's Kizza Besigye kidnapped in Kenya, taken to a military court. And coming up in sports, the Ghana Football Association present bursary to the top 3 clubs in Zone 1, 2 and 3 of the last season's Access Bank Division 1 League. We have details of these stories and many more coming up shortly in the next 40 minutes if you spend your time with me. Thank you very much for joining the Blue Light program. Remember, we are streaming all across the world on Facebook at Globe TV GH. Do join us with your thoughts and comment. This one we begin from the presidency. President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has appointed Herbert Cropper as the Substantive Minister for Energy effective Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. The president noted that Herbert Cropper, who has served as a Minister of State at the Ministry of Energy since July 15th, 2024, is credited with demonstrating exceptional diligence, professionalism, and a steadfast commitment to his responsibilities. According to the president, these qualities have significantly contributed to the progress and stability of Ghana's energy sector. In a statement issued by Eugene Ahin, the Director of Communications at the Jubilee House, President Akufo-Addo commended Herbert Cropper for his leadership and hard work, expressing confidence in his ability to excel in new role. The president also emphasized that Cropper's appointment is expected to ensure continued growth and transformation in Ghana's energy sector for the nation's benefit. Still at the presidency, the Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has commissioned the new state-of-the-art headquarters of the Bank of Ghana in Accra, marking a significant milestone in the central bank's effort to enhance its operation and service delivery.
President Akufo-Addo highlighted the significance of a new facility in revolutionizing Ghana's financial infrastructure during a commissioning ceremony on Wednesday, November 20, 2024. The event brought together influential government officials, Bank of Ghana executives, and prominent figures in Ghana's financial sector. Akufo-Addo praised the Bank of Ghana for its dedication to innovation and efficiency, noting that the new headquarters will become the central hub for the bank's operation. institutions. This will cultivate a culture of innovation, collaboration and excellence in serving the nation. The art facility is set to revolutionize Ghana's financial landscape by bolstering the central bank's regulatory and oversight capabilities, ensuring a more stable and growth-conducive financial sector. The governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. N.S. Addison, is optimistic that the central bank's newly commissioned headquarters will significantly boost its operational efficiency, cementing Ghana's position as a trailblazer in Africa's financial landscape.
This new head office provides us with the opportunity to better streamline our operations, improve communication, reduce costs, and create the needed synergies for efficiency. Distinguished guests, the Bank Square was designed with the future in mind and stands as one of the most important modern civic landmarks in the city of Accra, and for that matter, our nation. This building will play a pivotal role in shaping Ghana's identity as a leading force in Africa's financial ecosystem, symbolizing Ghana's growing influence as an economic powerhouse on the world stage.
Away from the presidency, the Institute of Internal Auditors Ghana is pushing for reforms to tackle corruption and promote transparency in both public and private institutions. At the 2024 Board CEO CAE Governance Forum, IAA President Joseph Dakra stressed the importance of collaboration between internal auditors and key stakeholders to achieve efficiency and accountability.
The Institute of Internal Auditors Ghana has been advocating for changes to the Internal Audit Agency Act 2003, Act 658.
We have created this opportunity to take them away from their corporate settings, bring them to interact with their colleagues from other organizations. We deliberate on some of the issues that we think are common to all organizations in Ghana. And through those deliberations, we are also able to share some of the good experiences from other organizations, and then that helps for others to learn new things. And also it gives us an opportunity to talk about some of the developments across the world that if we were to adopt, would be able to put them to good use in our organizations.
The executive chairman of LVS Africa, Na Al-Hassan Andani, emphasizes that for effective governance, internal auditors need active involvement and protection from boards. This means boards must provide a supportive environment, fostering mutual trust and regular interactions with the chief audit executive.
The internal audit function, it's that framework that actually is supposed to be the custodian, the conscience of the organization, and the custodian of the integrity of the organization. And of course, the internal audit is supposed to uphold what good looks like. Good looks like has been determined. If we look at the number of transactions and processes that takes place these days in organizations, there are millions and thousands. Internal audit is supposed to check these. You cannot check all these millions of transactions, but in those days we used to do sampling. But with technology now and AI, your sampling buckets will become much bigger, so that you are much more in tune, real time, and that's why you've got to ensure that you're adopting AI and other technology.
The former Member of Parliament and parliamentary candidate for the Techima North constituency, Martin L.T. Jacko, has taken a significant step to improve the lives of residents in Isakrom in the Techima North constituency by commissioning a new network pole. Now, this move aims to address the long-standing network issue in the area, which have hindered economic growth and development.
The Techima North parliamentary candidate seized the opportunity to reaffirm his dedication to advancing the constituency's growth, focusing on three key areas, including enhancing education, upgrading road networks, and creating job opportunities for the youth. Additionally, he highlighted his commitment to providing accessible water for all, referencing his impressive track record of community development projects.
What is your mobile money crowd with my starting? Mobile money. Oma, Bayer Badin Sabel Toko, you know. Now the bar has to ask how big catcher him say honorable. Now come you talk when she but light in the bar no my jai my simi few haya. Salite Bakroma a beer chrononi network of account a beer chrononi. Since the dear credit be here no when she view. Bibia biwa meboa. Ye kwan na nka ye baba ya na Adam sky no. Na amanfo ante asem manya kwan no. Na no de o mate asem ye dwi kashi nya ato agu. Mi baba ya no mo se kashi o mo ante asem mi dwi kashi ntungu. Ba se o ma dwi kashi na to mo mu abai. Ya me bo na se nkunimdie no ba. Ya me bo na koto ba na mame ya. Kwan me na papa dia ma eche nsi. Anya kasa. Ubana kasa bibiri me ye pe network uma network. Ukasa bibiri ye pe light uma light. Ukasa bibiri ye pe nkonya uma nkonya. Ukasa bibiri pe zo uma nsu a.
The Sechima North Constituency MPP Chairman Dr. Stephen Apieje Donko is urging the youth to make informed decision in the upcoming December 7 elections, emphasizing that this election will determine the community's commitment to developmental projects, which is crucial for their future. He wants the youth to think critically about the kind of leadership they want and the kind of projects that will benefit their community in the long run.
NDC. Sa major infrastructure a year abe okrum ha no o ma ye bi sa dia mam ti trese ba pay odokroi odomon so enti mabuno ne mabawa mon fantom ho so na mon ka se afi nko a de mo be hye otidwaku animunyam na minim se ya to aba no 7 December wie na se Appear Dinkunim Ewo Asubinja Isa Chrome electoral area. Meaning, sir, Akumape woni muni oda o makuri eniama kesia and amon sabeka.
The residents of Isakum expressed gratitude to the MP hopeful for tackling the community's network issues, which had caused them significant trouble. They shared their struggles and acknowledged the MP's efforts to address them. Moreover, they reaffirmed their support, pledging to re-elect him to continue his commendable work in the constituency.
Ewo Subinja electoral area Isakum esase at the pepe yahun nei in fact aburu ya dwen enti asese ono martin wati ani wa ma yahu se sa ye to aba e de prempuntu emre be twa mu na ye to aba ba na ye to aba ma ye manjo ko keke ba na enim ne e benya firi abatu onum ba se ono martin ba ya no wa ba be ya de bi ama yahu se sa na otu aba udizem so nya de pa yeto abama orum martin no waye anwasem ewo yelta area ha ase mesa se me kankan a odi network abre isa krofo yi ne odi network abeka ho odi network ba kwa apenkuro osan ko bosu dan so ewo apenkuro di amaye wakoyi kwan wo buom odi market akọ Subinja orum martin on san ye de bio MPP omonye de bio tabu media ne meka ne se eye ne da ye kwa koto abayi obia nkokoto abama MPP na Techman of Koyento about Empama Honorable Martin.
From the Bono East region, let me take you to the Eastern region, and here the Abochi Kroma ROC Basic School in the region is facing a major crisis due to severe shortage of teaching staff. With only 5 teachers catering students from kindergarten to 9th grade, the school's head teacher, Michael O'Toole, is sounding the alarm.
This acute shortage is taking a toll on the students' academic performance, and Michael O'Toole is urgently appealing for more teachers to support the school's growth. To make matters worse, the school lacks electricity, hindering the integration of information and communication technology into teaching matters. In today's digital age, ICT plays a vital role in enhancing learning experience, and its absence puts the student at a significant disadvantage. To address these challenges, O'Toole emphasized the need for immediate intervention, seeking support from stakeholders to provide more teachers and essential infrastructure like electricity.
Here are teachers for the safety KG, Ekopim, JHS3. There were only 5 teachers. A higher papa. And where how can see a pan back. Currently, any light was school. Na nasi wa beboa. By your science, so obi betimi asa be boa yen a ne ye light ana e be disconnect yentimi en connect mai afi ye kwatro ye no nyame adom despite all challenges ya mofra no etimi ya grade from grade 8 to the least grade no ko year 22 yeah
Head teacher Michael Otu shared his thoughts at a festive gathering hosted by Abochi Chrome's Hine Okofrobo Osei Dramina to facilitate BEC candidates on the exceptional 100% success. Senior high school student who attended the party expressed heartfelt gratitude and pledged to excel academically inspired by the gesture.
Medanana Dramina ase wale fefa waya mai. Medin durubi akwakuna dumenya krobo girls menya je party ni hu yankasa mesre menwan mo mewe this year so mo yom hu no munsia no omunya grade against enya indwendase.
Dedi kan da nana sese waya de fefe ya mai me grade 17.
Na me bompa ye be bompa ya ma no anya sika. Sasa da foforo ye nwan mo mewe school no. Omu coach no do mo pass a ye betimi me nana no betimi aye party na ma wom. Me da nana na se bompa ye se ma yiri mu asu ya de ma ko school.
Mani aje pam da nana so ase Nyankopon so nhira no. O me hia no boss me ko school me yiri mo no masua de.
Din kan se be da krom ahina se enyo no an ka de ye hu nki ye hu a ye da na se pa na ye genius ne so mo nyino mo no sua.
With just 16 days to election 2024, NDC and NPP continue to throw tantrums at each other. Coming up with the program, the NPP has responded to allegations of the opposition NDC after the party accused the NPP of a plot to rig the upcoming December elections. We have details coming up shortly. Do not go anywhere. You're welcome back to the program. Remember, we are also live on our website at globetvonline.com. When it comes to elections, Globe TV here are your election courts. In election-related matters, the NPP has responded to the allegations of the opposition NDC after the party accused the NPP of a plot to rig the upcoming December elections. The NPP has described the claims as baseless, unfounded, and a mere abracadabra to cause political tension in the Ashanti region. Addressing journalists at the party's headquarters in Accra, the National Youth Organizer Henry Nanabuachi said the NDC failed to substantiate their claim with facts and evidence.
Indeed, the NDC's communications officer and the NDC failed to substantiate their claim with facts or evidence, demonstrating that this is nothing more than a fabrication designed to divert attention from NDC's own wicked machinations to destabilize the Ashanti region, all because it is a stronghold of the MPP. Ladies and gentlemen, the NDC is desperate.
The NPP has also alleged that the opposition National Democratic Congress NDC is recruiting thugs to disrupt the upcoming elections. The party's national organizer Nana B says the NPP has gathered intelligence suggesting several actions by the NDC, including arming the said thugs and using state ambulance to transport weapons to these thugs in their various communities, especially their strongholds.
Information available to the NPP reveals that several months ago, the NDC has been training thugs in pockets of communities, including AWUSI East constituency, under the guise of private security training. These individuals are being prepared to disrupt electoral process, particularly in Ashanti region, which is the MPP stronghold. We are aware that recently, November 11th, 2024, the NDC Committee on Mining, led by one Tony Obin, former Chief Executive Officer, Minerals Commission, held a secret meeting with some NDC small-scale miners at the conference hall of Mauli Hotel in Bidiam in the Obuasi West municipality. One of the aims of the meeting was to recruit some members of the pro-NDC small-scale miners to form part of the NDC's Eagle Force Vigilante Group, which will be deployed to some MPP polling stations with the aim of causing mayhem on elections day. The MPP is also aware of mobile money transactions directly linking leading NDC members to payments made to these train tax. These individuals are being deployed to strategic locations in the Upper East and Upper West regions to foment trouble as well. We have also discovered plans by the NDC to use ambulances to transport weapons to these tasks on elections day.
Well, the NDC and the NPP continue to bite each other. To the camp of the umbrella party, the running mate of the NDC, Jane Nano Pukwajaman, is urging residents of Lambusie to vote for a government that prioritizes development and has the people's best interests at heart, emphasizing that the current Nana Akufo-Addo-Bawumia-led government has failed to deliver on its promises, such as the One Village, One Dam and $1 million per constituency initiatives.
According to the NDC, Nano Pukwajaman, instead of focusing on meaningful development, the NPP has resorted to buying votes, only to neglect the people's needs once in power, leaving them in abject poverty. She points out that John Dramani Mahama has a proven track record of community development and social interventions, with his footprints everywhere. Nana Pukwajaman believes Mahama genuinely cares about Ghanaians and wants to bring development closer to every community. She is therefore urging residents of Lambusie to vote for the NDC as they head for the December polls.
So now, and I've heard similar complaints in many places. So now we know the party that comes into power and does developmental projects. Which party comes into power and brings light? NDC. Which party comes into power and brings schools? NDC. How about water? NDC. How about good roads? NDC. That is why we vote. So I'll make my case very, very short today. It's all about development. It is not about people bringing us money the day before elections. That money will not fix our roads. That money will not bring the electricity. That money will not bring water. That money will not bring the Women's Development Bank. That money will not bring the 24-hour economy. So now we know why we vote. And we will hold people to account for fulfilling their promises. So we need a leader who is sympathetic to us. We need a leader who knows that we need light, who knows that we need schools, who knows that we need hospitals, who knows that every town, every village also deserves good roads.
You're still watching the news here on Loop TV. Coming up on international fronts, Uganda's Kizza Besigye kidnapped in Kenya, taken to military court. We've got details coming up shortly. Do stay. On international front, a prominent Ugandan opposition politician was kidnapped during a book launch in Kenya over the weekend, transferred to Uganda and is being held at the military jail in Kampala, his wife said on Wednesday. Kizza Besigye has run as against Uganda President Yoweri Museveni in 4 elections and lost each time, although he has rejected the result, alleging fraud and voter intimidation. He has also been arrested dozens of times.
Kizza Besigye, a veteran Ugandan opposition politician, has been kidnapped during a book launch in Kenya, his wife said on Wednesday. He was then transferred to Uganda, she said, where he is being held at a military jail in the capital. Besigye has been charged with several offences, according to a witness present at court, including unlawful possession of firearms. He has denied all charges and was remanded in custody until December 2nd. Besigye's wife, Winnie Byanyima, who serves as the head of UNAIDS, called on the Ugandan government to release him immediately. She did not provide details about the alleged kidnapping and could not immediately be reached for further comment. Uganda's information minister denied that Uganda engages in abductions, stating that any arrests abroad would be done in collaboration with the host country. Kenya's foreign ministry, however, told a local paper that it had no role in Besigye. Kizza Besigye, a veteran Ugandan opposition politician, has been kidnapped during a book launch in Kenya, his wife said on Wednesday. He was then transferred to Uganda, she said, where he is being held at a military jail in the capital. Besigye has been charged with several offences, according to a witness present at court, including unlawful possession of firearms. He has denied all charges and was remanded in custody until December 2nd. Besigye's wife, Winnie Byanyima, who serves as the head of UNAIDS, called on the Ugandan government to release him immediately. She did not provide details about the alleged kidnapping and could not immediately be reached for further comment. Uganda's information minister denied that Uganda engages in abductions, stating that any arrests abroad would be done in collaboration with the host country. Kenya's foreign ministry, however, told a local paper that it had no role in Besigye. Kizza Besigye, a veteran Ugandan opposition politician, has been kidnapped during a book launch in Kenya, his wife said on Wednesday. He was then transferred to Uganda, she said, where he is being held at a military jail in the capital.
For more international story, log on to our website at globetvonline.com. Coming up in sports, the Ghana Football Association will present AWUSI to the top 3 clubs in Zone 1, 2 and 3 of last season's Access Bank Division 1 League. Details wrap shortly. Do not go anywhere. In sports this morning, the Ghana Football Association, under the leadership of Keto Kreko, presented 9 buses to some football clubs on Wednesday, 20th November 2024. And the clubs include the Ghana Premier League and the Division 1 League. The buses were given to the top 3 clubs in Zone 1, 2 and 3 of last season's Access Bank Division 1 League and 3 Ghana Premier League clubs.
So sometime back in June 2023, during our congress in Kumasi, I spoke about identified needs in the football ecosystem. And one of the things that I spoke about was the lack of transport for our clubs, the inability of our players to travel in comfort towards games. And therefore, the FA was introducing a new policy, which we call the bus acquisition strategy, that will enable our clubs to acquire buses that will allow our players to travel in comfort. Today, we are here to see a fulfillment of that singular promise by the Executive Committee of the Football Association. 9 clubs from our Access Bank Division 1 League will today take home one of these beautiful buses. I think the bus acquisition strategy was and is part of the merit awards for the season ending 2023-2024, and the intention of the FA will be again to offer buses for the upcoming season. Details will be announced very soon. So today, it promises to be a very short ceremony. Our clubs are very much represented here. The buses are ready. Right after this ceremony, you can drive them away. They are your buses. Let me also mention that our clubs participating in the Women's Premier League are also part of this strategy.
As part of the ongoing effort to reinforce the values of fairness and transparency in Ghana football, Group 2 referees officiating in the Access Bank Division 1 League recently participated in an intensive integrity training session to uphold the integrity of the game. At the end of the session, each referee signed an integrity declaration form, a binding commitment to uphold the highest standards of ethical conduct. In signing this declaration, referees pledge to reject any form of influence that could compromise their impartiality and impact the discharge of their duties, as their actions have direct impacts on the final result of the game. The Total Energies CAF African Cup of Nations Morocco 2025 has revealed 24 qualified nations after the thrilling conclusion of the qualifiers on Tuesday evening. From December 21st, 2025 to January 18th, 2026, Morocco will host an electrifying tournament featuring Africa's finest teams. The final qualifying day was a nail-biter filled with drama, suspense, and breathtaking